Welcome to Inside the Audition. I am your host, Joey Freddy Larson. Huge news. It is live. Today is Monday, May 4th, and my new show, the Magnetic Presence Podcast, is launched. It's live. It is on YouTube. It is on all the podcast platforms, and I am here to let you know to go check it out. It is a new show. It is officially out there, and I want to be very clear who this is for. This is for you if any part of your work depends on people paying attention to you, to trusting you, and choosing you. That means for the actors who have been longtime followers of Inside the Audition, and for the Actors Audition Club and Monologue of the Month Club clients, actors who are tired of being overlooked in auditions. That means speakers who want to command a room instead of just filling time. Coaches, creators, online experts, personal brands, anyone who knows they're good, knows they're great, knows they have expertise, knows they have knowledge, knows they're able to change lives, but you're not getting the traction to match your expertise. So if you rely on attention, influence, and human connection to win, this new podcast is for you, the Magnetic Presence Podcast. And if you've ever felt like, hey, I'm doing the work, I'm putting myself out there, you know you're capable, you know you have the skills, you know you have talent, but just something is off. Something just isn't quite translating. That's not random. That is a gap, something called the presence gap. And most people never identify it. You hear things like, oh, the X factor, or they had the it factor, or they came into the room and they just changed the molecules and changed the energy. There was just something about him, just something about her. That is what I'm talking about. And most people keep tweaking surface level things. You take another class, you think you need more content, you need a better strategy, you need more output, you need to memorize your lines more, you need better scripts, the better hacks on YouTube, you need the latest Instagram tip or hack. You work harder thinking, oh, I just got to grind, I got to hustle, I'm not working hard, I just got to do more, do. But no, it's who you are being that is really important. So a lot of people, you're ignoring the one thing that people actually respond to first, your human magnetic presence, your vibration, your frequency. And that is what this new show is built around. So inside the first few episodes and moving forward, we're going to be breaking down themes inside that new podcast like attention and influence, how to actually hold focus in a distracted algorithm, AI-driven world. We're going to talk about authority and status signals. What makes people trust you instantly versus ignore or dismiss you? We're going to talk about the power of silence, power of pacing, power of delivery. We're going to talk about why rushing kills your impact. And we're going to talk about how to control the room without force. We're going to also delve into emotional connectivity and safety, how people decide if they like you, if they trust you, if they want to stay engaged. We're going to talk about performance psychology, how people decide like the what's going on internally, and how your personal power leaks externally and really weakens your presence. And we're going to talk a lot about this massive AI shift and why knowledge and certain skills are really becoming common and commoditized when someone can just type it in and ask ChatGPT for that. But presence is becoming rare. You see, as AI becomes common, as AI is going to be baked into everything, as everyone has access to these AI tools, that knowledge and that content is commoditized. And when that becomes super common, well, what becomes rare? Your human magnetic presence. That is going to be your number one differentiator and your number one advantage. And that is why this new show, Magnetic Presence Podcast, is so important for you. Because here's the reality. There are people with less talent, less knowledge, less skills than you, getting more opportunities than you. not necessarily because they're quote unquote better or more talented. It's because they are more felt. It's that presence, that X factor, that it factor. They change the molecules in the room. And that is what the Magnetic Presence podcast is going to fix. So here's what to do next. Wherever you're listening to this podcast, whether you're watching on YouTube or listening on a podcast platform, go find Magnetic Presence Podcast. Subscribe to the podcast, listen to an episode, give it a rating, give it a review. Early on, those really help the proliferation of this podcast. It is something that I'm very proud of. I'm very excited to put this out there. And I know that this podcast is the culmination of my 17, 18 years as an actor, as an audition coach. Before that, for those that don't know, I was 10 years as a sales manager in financial services. So this is really my life's work being boiled down into this new show. I'm very proud of it. I'm very excited, and I think it's going to impact a ton of lives. So go there, listen to the podcast, like it, give it a rating, give it a review, follow it. And my challenge to you is pick one of the episodes. If you're listening to this on Monday, May 4th, or anytime after Monday, May 4th, there's at least 6 episodes. I dropped a batch of 6 episodes. Certainly listen to the first one, pick at least one of the others, and take something from that. Many of those episodes have very practical, actionable tips that you can do right now to become more magnetic on stage, on screen, so that you're turning attention into more income. And apply something from that into your life and let me know how it impacted you. And if it does hit, again, leave a rating, leave a review, because that is what's going to help this podcast grow like wildfire. And if you've been with me through 199 episodes of Inside the Audition, formerly known as Laughing Vikings Live, this is your next level. So go find it. Magnetic Presence Podcast on all the podcast platforms. On YouTube, you can search Magnetic Presence Podcast or go to my channel, Joey Freddy Larson, and you'll see the new episodes, both video and audio there. Thank you so much. I cannot wait for this new chapter. It is going to be so incredible. So we'll see you over at the Magnetic Presence Podcast. Bye, bye, bye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.